Good morning. I'm the Reverend Dr. Scott Jones, Senior Minister of the First Central Congregational United Church of Christ in Omaha, Nebraska. And this coming Sunday is the fourth Sunday after the Epiphany. And we continue from our series from the Gospel of John, focusing on believing, what it means to believe. And our story this week comes from John chapter 2, verses 13 through 25. It's the story of Jesus cleansing the temple in Jerusalem. And then at the very end, there are a few verses that talk about other signs that he has performed in Jerusalem and how some people have come to believe in him, but Jesus doesn't trust how they've come to believe him. So this raises some interesting questions about what it means to believe and the connection with trusting and entrusting ourselves to something, but also then in the context of this story that highlights Jesus' conflict with the religious authorities focused in the temple, and what that might mean in the context of the gospel about God's purposes, and what that means for Jesus and for the plot development and the character development of the gospel. But then there's a larger context too of what's going on in the community that wrote this gospel and read this gospel, and how they use this story to deal with contemporary issues facing them. And then, of course, we can take the next step and what are the issues facing us and how do we read this story in our context and what can it contribute to us. So these are the ideas roaming around in my head this week. Share your own thoughts and ideas. I'd love to have dialogue and conversation and maybe take some thoughts and questions into the sermon itself. I hope you'll have a good week, and I look forward to seeing you on Sunday.